Hello, hello, hello. Oh, let's see. So I wanted to pull some energy from today, being so that the lunar eclipse is going to be taking place sometime this week. I believe. I gotta look again on my calendar. Hold on 1 second. But there is going to be a lunar eclipse this week, and I'm actually gonna open it up so that way I could go directly to it. First and foremost, we are in the moon phase. Was as of the 17th was the full moon. We're now in the warning Gabas, and this is the third quarter of the moon. Will be the 25th, but that's not what I'm gonna look for right now. I'm trying to find out about this eclipse that's taking place. But all this energy matters. I'm sorry, I have to fix this thing on color on me. All right, let's see. So, July 2nd is the total solar eclipse, and it's going to be in South North America and much of South America in the Pacific. And then July 16th through the 17th is the partial lunar eclipse, which is going to be from the 16th through the 17th for much of Europe, much of Asia, Australia, Africa, Southeastern America, North America, South and East North America, South America, Pacific, Atlantic, and India, the Indian Ocean, and the Antarctica. So with the energy that is actually about to start taking place due to this eclipse, which is usually a new phase, is about to begin, new things, new changes. Some things may be getting revealed spiritually. Just trying to make sure I set this up. Like I said, some things may be getting revealed spiritually. And this is going to be a collective reading for the twin flames. So let's see what's taking place between the divine masculine. We're going to do the divine masculine first and work our way to the divine feminine to see what energies I can pull from this lunar eclipse that is actually taking place in less than a couple of weeks. Less than a week. Yeah, about a couple of weeks. Okay. Angels, what message do you have for the twin flames, divine masculines, during this eclipse season? What is going to take place in their love life? For the divine masculine. Can I please get 4 cards? I wanted 4, but I got way more than 4. Can I get 4 cards for the divine masculine during this lunar eclipse season? What is taking place? Okay, and at the bottom of the deck, we have make an effort. Underneath that was unrequited love. You have healing family issues. You have chemistry. You have you deserve love and letting go control issues. For some of the divine masculines during this lunar eclipse, I do feel like some of you are going to go through a purging cycle of cleansing your past, probably some of the worries and things that happened to you in your childhood. I feel like some of you may start to forgive your parents if your parents have done anything wrong to you in your childhood. So, or you may have forgiven the fact that a parent wasn't the parent that they were supposed to be. Or this can even be that you're dealing with somebody that you feel like is not an adequate parent, but you're going to heal this situation with this person, or you're going to heal the situation with the child if you haven't been the adequate parent. Do you got chemistry? I feel like some of you are going to start focusing on the things that attracts you, that keeps you grounded to them. It was 444 when I said that. The things that keep your eyes and your heart, attention, and your mind. Something that keeps you focused. Then you got you deserve love. I feel like you're starting to focus in on more on self-love and knowing what is genuinely for you with love. And the reason why I feel like it's dealing with some things that probably was controlling your life at some point, you figuring it out now that this is not a great family dynamic, or this can be because, again, there's a mother, father, and child. I feel like for some divine masculines, you're wanting to heal a situation for a child, but I feel like somebody is trying to use a child in between the situation in order to keep you grounded or keep you around. But I feel like you're letting go of this situation with dealing with this person, and you're not no longer holding on to the fact that this person is using a child to try to keep you. So you gotta make the effort. Like I said, I feel like for some, you noticing what type of love you need and what type of love is for you genuinely by the magnetic attraction between you and things. And the things that you're attracted to that makes you happy, the things that make you happy is letting you know that you deserve this type of stuff, whether it's good. And even with the bad, you still feel the same type of emotions with this person or thing. And then you want to make the effort to act off of your chemistry. Okay, let's confirm this. I'm going to actually pull out the traditional deck just to see what deeper message is there dealing with this divine masculine reading during the lunar eclipse. Angels, what is it that you want me to pay attention to with the divine masculines during this lunar eclipse? What messages do you have for the divine masculines or the cross watchers dealing with this lunar eclipse? And at the bottom, this hat came out, so it may be a change in the cycle taking place. I'm no longer having anxiety about moving forward or taking action, and no longer looking at people that's walking away from you. That could be for some. Angels, what messages do you have for the divine masculine? Some feel like they're being left out in the cold because you got the Five of Pentacles at the bottom. Okay, why is healing family issues here? Taking action, fighting against action. This could be a lot of conflict in the dynamic of a family situation. This could be that some of the divine masculines want to heal this conflict that's going on. It's probably a lot of inner turmoil between you and the person that you have a child with, that you want to heal this situation, whether it's from another commitment or somebody that you're dealing with now. For some, it could be about betrayal, three-party situation, three-way dynamic. Somebody is no longer having anxiety about this. So I feel like this is why this person is actually healing themselves. If you're divine masculine, I feel like you are healing yourself from the anxiety and the heartache and the betrayal from this family dynamic. Why is chemistry here? You got the King of Pentacles. This is now, if the Queen of Pentacles pop out too, this is somebody that's very into the materialistic world. This is somebody that's grounded. This could be the Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus energy. But I do see that in the earthly sense, somebody is very attracted to somebody in the earthly sense. And this is the King of Pentacles. He's very focused on his business life, being a better person. Oh, okay. So now you got the Divine Feminine card. This is the person that you're attracted to. And the reason why you're the King of Pentacles is because this person is already independent on her own. And there's very much that you can actually bring to this person because you have chemistry with this person. For the fact of it is, this person is a very independent spirit, and they actually are very grounded as well. This is a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo energy as well. And dealing with this situation is like this person is very, how could I say, sturdy. So this is somebody that you want to materialize in the world with, because this is something that you're paying attention to now. Like I said, judgment is here. This is something that it's a major arcana, for one. For two, this person you have a magnetic attraction to this person. And it could be because this person is very stable and very grounded. And they're very independent. Again, this is a divine feminine energy because it is the Nine of Pentacles. And the Nine of Pentacles means somebody that is well over and independent in their own light. And they very financially secure, and they take care of what they need to take care of. But then when you got the King of Pentacles, this let me know this person completes this person. So I feel like for some of the divine masculines, you feel like you complete the divine feminine with just a little bit that you do have in the materialistic world. And I feel like this is what's being judged now. This is something that you're looking at deeply now. Again, this is a major arcana. If you aren't already, you will soon start to look deeper into this connection with your divine feminine, due to the fact that you do not need much to complete this woman. You deserve love. Why is you deserve love here? You're feeling left out in the cold in so many ways. Sometimes you probably feel like you're alone. Even if you're dealing with a current connection, you feel alone. But I feel like or you could feel like you are leaving somebody out in the cold. But I still feel like this is majority of your energy, divine masculines. Take what resonates. For the fact of it is, I feel like you're now seeking a spiritual, because of your aloneness, it's forcing you to actually start to deliver more. To actually accept more from spirit. You're looking more into spirituality, maybe. Because this is your wish fulfilled. You want to feel like you are loved and you are able to be loved. This is something that you don't want to feel like you're being left out on the coast. So right now, I feel like there's not much emotions. This isn't like you feel like you want this happily ever after. But I feel like for some divine masculines, you're learning that the alone space is making you feel like this now. That you do not want to be alone. This is your wish fulfillment. You want to feel like you are loved and you want to be loved. You want to be able to love. Why is let go control issues here? You got the Hangman and the Upright. Somebody is very stuck and stagnated, and they very much are looking at the fact that somebody is probably manipulating them, dealing with a child. Can I get another confirmation? Somebody is trying to figure out or find balance in this situation. Like I said, for somebody may be stagnated because they are being controlled with their hands tied behind their back, but they're very enlightened about the situation, but they just don't know what to do about it. And it's not a balancing act with them. Or I feel like for some, they want to balance out the situation, but somebody's really trying to basically take control of the situation. Why is make the effort here? The Queen of Pentacles definitely did pop out. So yes, this is a counterpart. This is a divine masculine, divine feminine. You want to make the effort to be with your divine feminine. You do not feel like you've been victorious in this situation due to the fact that you were able to take action. I do see the Queen of Swords because this divine feminine probably is in the energy of cutting somebody off or cutting this situation off due to the fact of lack of communication, mental clarity. And this is why, because there hasn't been any mental clarity. But I feel like you want to make the effort because you're looking at the investments that you already put in with this person. But you're forgetting one thing. And that's still that you are the King of Pentacles, because the Queen of Pentacles is definitely here that you want to make an effort to be with. Again, both energies are somebody that's very stable, grounded, and very much into their financial stability in business. This could be a business person. This could be somebody that's really dealing with financial stability. Okay, let's see. I'm going to confirm it one more time. Let's see. And then we're going to go into the divine feminine reading. Okay, can I get one more confirmation for the divine masculines? One more confirmation. If you're just tuning in, this is a collective reading for the divine masculines and the divine feminines. I am currently doing the divine masculines reading, but I will be going to the divine feminines immediately after. So let's see, divine masculines. Why is healing family issues here? That was a lot. You're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. So for some divine masculines, I feel like, remember I said you're coming off of the anxiety of dealing with this situation that you're trying to heal. And this is because it's a majority conflict. It's already been betrayal. It's been maybe a three-party situation dealing with this person. Maybe this person was in a third-party situation, or you was in a third-party situation, or y'all both created a third-party situation and y'all trying to heal. Basically, I feel like you're trying to heal the dynamic in order for the children to be happy. But I feel like this is more than just that. I feel like you're healing a lot of your past trauma from dealing with a father figure or a mother figure. Chemistry, unbound. Releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. Like I said, for some of you, the reason why this is up for judgment, because this person is really attracted. You're attracted to this person, but you're holding on to so much stagnation, dealing with your family issues and dealing with probably your current, your past life, and your reincarnation life, that it was dealing with family trauma, dealing with children, dealing with either you being a parent or the other person being a parent. Or for some, you want to become unbound from a situation due to the fact that is restricting you from moving forward with this person that you have chemistry with. And this is something that's deeply on the divine masculine's mind, and is dealing with the divine feminine, because they do know, I feel like they're more so aware now that the reason why the chemistry is between you and this person, because the divine feminine does not require a lot from you. They need you to become unbound from your past so that way you can heal and move forward with the future, so that they will be able to heal and to manifest what you actually want into your 3D life. Why is you deserve love here? You got warrior woman. You got inner temple. So when I see this on top of this, like I said, some of you are going through a spiritual awakening. Some of you are dealing with this in a spiritual way. I feel like spirit is now letting you know that you do deserve love, because this is a wish that you probably set forth a long time ago and you probably forgot about it due to the fact of so many traumas and so many issues that went on with the family dynamic. But I feel like you deserve this warrior woman. Before, some of you did not feel like you deserve your divine feminine. I feel like you're coming off of this because you're noticing that you're putting your own self in the cold. You want your wish. Your wish is going to come true, but you're still bounded by the past, that which is restricting this connection. So when you got you deserve love, and you got the warrior woman, says, have you answered your deepest calling? Your deepest calling is to unite with your divine feminine spiritually. This is your spiritual healer. And she is the warrior of love. She is the one that's going to break down every burden and barrier that restricted you from loving yourself. And the reason why it says inner tip of devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. A lot of divine masculines never felt like they deserved love, because every time they used to open up to love, that they was actually taken advantage of. So I feel like this warrior woman came in and she's breaking down the walls, and she's allowing you to go into your emotions a little bit more safely. Let go of control issues. It may be scaring you too. So you got dance with life. Do something to change your energy. Stop trying to control the situation. Stop staying stagnated. Spirit is telling you to still stay active, to move forward with your life, still be happy and joyful no matter what. Do not hold on to this situation. You are not going to be able to balance it out by just staying stagnated and just staring at it. You have to take the actions that you're guided to take. Do something to change your energy. You cannot change everybody else's energy, but you could change yours. So that's why Spirit is telling you, let go of control issues. You're not going to gain balance by trying to control the situation. You got to let go what needs to let go of, and you got to keep what needs to keep going. The things that keep you floating, the things that keep you moving. That's the whole key. Manipulation is at the all-time high right now. And this is what I see. People are falling subject to manipulation, especially divine masculines, if they're not aware of it and they don't believe that it can happen to them because they men. But I'm going to tell you something. Whenever something keep you stagnated and focused on it too long and you're already enlightened about it and you're just puzzled, that is a form of control. That is a form of mental control. That's a form of emotional control. You're not balanced out because you're going off of other people's emotions. If you are a masculine that do have empathetic, you're empathetic, or you spiritually, you can see things. This is why it's hard for you to detach, because this is a narcissistic situation. It's controlling you because you have no other way but to help and to love. And that's the biggest problem, even with a divine feminine that is an empath. We attract the ones that is meant for us to be learning from, to learn not to attract into our lives anymore because they're energy drainers. But I feel like the more, when you have to, whether it's you or the other person holding on tightly to the connection or trying to pull in the connection or trying to keep you from growing, or you're trying to keep them from growing or doing the things they genuinely want to do, that's a form of control and that's a form of manipulation. And I feel like for some, there is a child involved that they are using a child in a form of manipulation. Letting you know, oh, if you do this, then you will never see your child again. If you don't let me do this, then this and that. It's dealing with your child. It's a guilt trip. Why is making effort here? Why is making effort here for the divine masculines during the eclipse? The great gathering. It's all coming together, intuitive hits and soul tribe. For some divine masculines, I feel like you are now looking at the investments that you put in with this person, the Queen of Pentacles. You feel like it wasn't a victorious situation. Like I said, someone in the past was insecure about this Queen of Pentacles, which is also the Queen of Swords, because she's very feisty and like to cut people off very easily. But I feel like you invested so much into this person. And you feel like that one pentacle that you already invested about 6 different things. That's a reconciliation. So you're looking at the things you already invested. Sure, you can ask a question in a minute. I'm just going to finish up this reading for the divine masculines, then I'm going to the divine feminines. You're looking at the investments that you already put into this connection with this person, even if it was in the past. Basically, you're looking at the fruits of your labor. You put in so much energy into the connection with your divine feminine, even though you restrict yourself, but you still got one more thing in you, one more pentacle in you to actually plant. But you're looking at what you already planted, and you want to know, you're insecure about putting that last one in because you don't want to put all your eggs in one batch. But Spirit is telling you, you have to put that last in here because you have to cleanse yourself. You have to make the effort in order to see what can happen. Never fear what's going to happen next. Always fear what's not going to happen by you not taking the actions you're supposed to take. Okay, divine masculines. I am now going to go ahead and go into the divine feminines. If you are a divine masculine and you're watching, please stay tuned so that way you can see what's going on with your divine feminines. And if you're a cross watcher for the divine masculines, divine feminines, please stay tuned as well. I am about to do your reading. Let's see. I got a feeling that you guys are mirroring each other. What will happen with my ex and me? We are waiting a baby in 8 months. He is Leo. I'm Aries. I had a dream about he was with another girl. You think it's because I'm jealous? Honey, the only way I could tell you this, if there is something that you're jealous about, or maybe you might feel like he is dealing with somebody else, unless spirit, I mean, there's 2 ways that our spirits can actually tell us what's going on. Is one by intuition and one by ego. You have to, is that something that you already want to manifest inside of the connection with you and your baby father? Is that something that you want to feel is going to happen with your ex? If that is your ex and he is dealing with somebody else, maybe that is what's the problem. I have no idea why you guys broke up, but I am going to tell you, if he's a Leo, a lot of Leos, we do not, how could I say it? A lot of the masculines right now are going through a spiritual journey, and that is to find themselves. We cannot control that. We cannot make the actions that we take as feminine, whether you're karmic or not. Again, maybe I can't give you a direct answer, sweetie, but if you want, email me and I can actually talk to you a little bit more. But I'm gonna go ahead and finish up with the Divine Feminine's reading, and then I can come back into this. But I am gonna tell you, maybe it's something that you need to do, and that's self-reflection. Maybe you need to actually start meditating and asking for answers. Sometimes these readings ain't gonna give you the answer that you genuinely want, because everybody has a freedom, a right of way, basically like a destiny path. We could go straight forward, or maybe there's somewhere else that somebody can be getting taken off track from dealing with you because there's other things that they have to fix about themselves, vice versa. Sometimes we do not look at ourselves about the things that we got to fix internally. I'm not saying that there's something wrong with you, but if he's leaving, maybe there's something that he has to fix about himself before this baby comes. It could be not, don't never take it as if it's meant for your bad. It's not. If somebody doesn't want to be with you, that's basically God's way of removing the trauma from your life before it even occur. Because one thing I do know for certain, we end up with people that we genuinely don't want to be with, and then they start becoming abusive or aggressive towards you. That you do not want as well. So I am going to tell you further, no, I can actually do a reading for you if you would like to. But I am going to tell you, you also have to do the work for yourself in order to know. Maybe it could be an insecurity thing or a jealousy thing that you're going through. But separation is never meant to harm us. It's never meant to harm us. And him being genuinely nice to you could actually be a way of him expressing that he still have feelings for you, but it's some things that he need to work on his own. And there may be some things that you genuinely need to work on your own in order for y'all to come back together. Okay, so I just did the Divine Masculines. I'm going to do the Divine Feminines reading now. And let's see what's going on. So, if you're tuning in, this is the Divine Feminine. If you go back, I did the Divine Masculines already. I just want to pull in some energy due to the fact this eclipse is coming up. If you have not been taking heed, there was a full moon in Sagittarius that just passed. Not only that, that was a strawberry new moon. That had a lot of heavy energy to it. It was clearing out a lot of karmic situations. It's been giving a lot of people realization of what they genuinely want out of their life, or how they want to react to certain things in these situations, so that way they can move forward in a positive direction. Okay, what is taking place with the Divine Feminine? Can I get 4 cards for the Divine Feminine energy during this eclipse? Can I have 2 more cards for the Divine Feminine? Thank you. Well, 3 came out. And at the bottom of the deck, we got Flirt. And I'm going to take all 5, 6. Listen, there is a reconciliation that is going to take place, whether it's with yourself or with your divine counterpart, because the number 6 keep popping out. And I'm going to tell you something. Whoa. Divine Feminines is heavily focused on the Divine Masculines. Both of my soulmate cards came in. That means they're praying for you, and that means that they know who you are. But they do know there's still some deception in this situation. But I feel like this is more so the Divine Feminine energy. Okay, let's get started. This one is going to be really interesting because I do see quite a few things that, as a Divine Feminine myself, it's very interesting to see this on the table. So, first card first I want to talk about is the deception card. Everybody know that the Divine Feminine, it's hard for her to be deceptive in a connection with somebody. I am going to tell you, and I'm going to clarify this immediately because I already know what this is saying. Spirit is actually guiding Divine Feminine to let go and to release the Divine Masculines emotionally. For the fact of it is, Divine Masculines are still being deceptive in the connections that is dealing with karmic partners. Some of us are being guided to let go. Some of us are guided to still heal the Divine Masculines. But the more and more we, as Divine Feminines, heal the Divine Masculines, I feel like for some of the Divine Feminines, we're living a fake life. And we're lying about our love life, and we're lying about who we genuinely love. And that's something that's not easy for us to do, because again, a lot of us already went through an awakening process. So lying is very alert. It's an allergic reaction to us. It hurts us. Spirit is with us at all times, but still, because we have 1 foot away and one foot in dealing with this connection, it makes us hard, because we have to actually sit here and watch our counterpart lie. And we have to lie with them in order to protect a 3D world. That's not of a divine feminine. So a lot of divine feminines is being urged by spirit to let go mentally and emotionally. Do you guys soulmate? And it's only making it harder because divine feminines already know that this person is their counterpart. This person is their soulmate. They know who this person is genuinely. Outside in, it's been confirmed. There's no more ifs, ands, buts around it. This is for the divine feminines that have been in communication and have already identified the divine masculines. For some that have not already, this means that you know that there's somebody out there, but you're being deceptive, or you could be dealing with a karmic situation. You're being deceptive as a divine feminine and trying to portray that you are, happy with this person that you're dealing with, but deep down inside, you're calling for this divine masculine, your divine masculine or your soulmate to rescue you. You know who, and I feel like some of you are in communications and you know who your genuine soulmate was. And whoever you're dealing with that's a karmic partner was not never your soulmate. You know why? Because I see separation is here. Some divine feminines are separating from a situation that was a karmic situation. It was a karmic situation, and we're learning to love ourselves first. And the reason why I feel like that, because we're praying and we're affirming and we're receiving that there is somebody else out there for us that is genuinely head over heels going to be in quite divinely acquainted with us. It's going to be a total match. And I feel like some of us want to leave this deception situation due to the fact that way when this new person come in, you'll be able to be healed completely, so you can accept the flirtation. You won't hold this person accountable for other people's situations that you dealt with in the past. And I do feel like some of you are dealing with a karmic situation, and some of you are dealing with a twin flame situation. But there is separation that is actually taking place, or there is a separation that have taken place. But this is all surfacing on you loving yourself first. Okay, let's confirm these cards. And I'm going to do exactly what I did with the Divine Master so we get a deeper message. Let's see what's going on with the Divine Feminines. Divine Feminines, what is taking place with you today? All right, let's see. Like I said, I could definitely see that some of the divine feminines are tired of lying and being deceiving people. And even though it don't matter to the divine feminine, it's just still the principle of it is. In the 3D world, they have to live spiritually as well as they do in a spiritual way. It's not something that's easy for them to lie, because that is not a part of the divine. That's not a part of their happiness. And that's point blank, period. So if you're a divine masculine and you're watching and you're dealing with a situation, you're causing the divine feminine to be a liar as well. Not taking action, being an action-oriented person. All right, why is deception here? Like I said, some of the divine feminines want to see past clear waters. They want to be happy. They want to see that happily ever after. And they're not getting that with being deceptive. They're being indecisive. They're blindsided by their decisions due to the fact that they are being deceptive. They do want this happily ever after. They do want it with their divine masculines, but they know that they cannot have it. Even if you're dealing with a karmic partner, I feel like some of the divine feminines that's dealing with a karmic partner wants to move past and have clarity about this situation, dealing with their emotions, but they having an indecisive, they're being very indecisive about their decisions because they're putting their emotions behind them, but their head is messed up with this situation. This is a lot of mental anguish. So deception is definitely taking control of a lot of divine feminines, whether they're dealing with a karmic situation or not, or they're dealing with their divine masculines that are dealing with a karmic situation. A lot of divine feminines do not want to be deceptive no more at all. Why is soulmate here? Why is soulmate here for the divine feminines? Can I get one more confirmation card? There wasn't any justice in this situation dealing with this the divine masculine, their soulmate. Justice wasn't served. There was no growth in the situation, the connection. The connection was basically stagnated, and it does reflect off the divine masculines because at this period of time, the divine masculines are stuck on control issues. They're stuck on control issues, and the divine feminines, it caused them to be deceptive because now they're stuck in control issues. Now they don't know what decisions to make because they see what's going on, but they want to move past this deceptive state. And the reason why, because there's no justice in the situation dealing with this divine masculine or this soulmate connection, because there's no growth in it. Like I said, I do feel like the divine feminine is still going to go and try to find a happily ever after. That's why they're learning to love themselves first, whether it's with their divine masculines or not, or if they are dealing with a karmic partner and you're a divine feminine. I do feel like the reason why you're leaving this person because you're finding out that this person is not your soulmate. This person is no justice in this karmic situation. It's not that happily ever after that you thought it was going to be. It's not going to help you grow. It's not helping them to grow. They're not changing. They're never going to change. But I also feel like this is why some of you divine feminists that is dealing with a karmic partner is learning to love yourself first, because you want that happily ever after still. You still got hope. So you're walking away and you're turning your back on the situation. You're taking new actions to love yourself. And if you're a divine feminine dealing with a divine masculine, I feel like some of you are walking away to still find that soulmate connection with somebody else due to the fact that this connection with your divine masculine is still deceptive and it's not going to move forward. It's not growing. There's no justice dealing with this situation. You're still being done wrong. Love yourself first. Yes, I feel like a lot of divine feminines are tapping into their emotions, and they know that they are the nurturing type of person. They know that they caring. They take care of everybody wholeheartedly, and they are full of emotions. And now I'm also going to say they don't want to be deceptive no more. I keep saying that. They're in that deceptive energy. They don't want to be deceptive and don't want to deal with deceptive energy no more because it's fucking with their emotions. It's not helping them to grow. They know that there is still love out there for them, whether if they divine masculines is ready or not. Why is separation here? Separation from their happily ever after. This was either some divine feminines are leaving a commitment, and I do feel like this is the ones that's dealing with a karmic partner. They're walking away from this karmic situation to find that happily ever after. Like I said, they don't want to be in the energy of deception no more. So I feel like they do know that they have to leave this karmic partner in order for their soulmate to come in, because this is something that they're praying for. They still got hope. I feel like a lot of divine feminists still have hope that if they leave this karmic situation, they'll still have a connection with somebody. Like I said, they're walking away from somebody that's very immature mentally. This person lies. Somebody that they're dealing with, they're very deceptive. I feel like even if you're divine feminine and you're dealing with a divine masculine, maybe you feel like a divine masculine hasn't matured yet and they still not telling the absolute truth to you. So you're not going to get this 10 of cups. You're not going to have this happily ever after. This is why you're okay with the separation, or you were dealing with a separation with divine masculine due to the fact you wanted this 10 of cups, this happy home, but the divine masculine wasn't being truthful with you. Was not giving you mental clarity, wasn't even trying to give you a piece of mental clarity. Why is calling in your soulmate here? No longer holding on to the earthly sense of being with somebody. I feel like now you're being connected in the 5D. A lot of you guys learning to use your intuition, learning to open your heart space by not holding on to the things that is not taking new action. But I do feel like for some divine feminists that's dealing with a karmic partner, you're letting go of that hope and dream that this person is your soulmate, because you know that there's new actions that is going to come in. You're going to either receive a communication with somebody that is going to be like-minded like you, or you already are in communication. I feel like some of you are going to take new action due to the fact that you want this connection with somebody, but because this person that you was dealing with, that you're about to go through a separation with, it wasn't a fulfillment. So you're not holding on to that earthly sense of being with this person no more. It might have been dealing with a lot of money, probably finances and all this other stuff. But I feel like there's some new action that's going to take place because this person is not spiritually fulfilling to you, which means emotionally, mentally, and physically is not fulfilling. Why is flirt here? Not using your intuition. Some of you divine feminines, again, that is dealing with your divine masculines. You prayed for this person. I feel like you're letting go. It's both of you guys are letting go control issues. And this is definite because the divine masculine is in the same position as the other reading. Some of you are letting go and no longer holding on to the earthly sense of being with your divine masculines. You're now focusing on your spirituality and you're taking a new action. This is something that you're genuinely doing because before you probably was holding on tight to the connection. A lot of you are not no more. You're letting go. But when you got flirt, I feel like a lot of you are not using your intuition. And this could be, I feel like this is the ones that is dealing with a karmic partner. And this could be because of confrontation, fights, people coming at you, arguments. On a daily basis, there's a lot of confrontation. This is blocking your intuition. This is making you not lighthearted anymore. If you are a divine feminine dealing with a karmic, this situation is actually weighing you down. It's a lot of arguments every day. I see a lot of confrontation. This is blocking out your intuition to move forward. As like mentally, you're stuck. You're stuck. Okay, let's confirm this one more time. Let's see. Angels, can I get a confirmation for the divine feminines on this energy for the new eclipse coming up July 2nd? The lunar eclipse. Okay. Why is deception here for the divine feminines? The great gathering. This is also the same energy that divine masculines had when they said let go control issues. Let go control issues. Stop being deceptive. This is the same thing. Divine feminines is the same thing. Mentally, we are being deceptive. We building this whole little fantasy life in our head, but we're not portraying it in the 3D. But I feel like this is why we are definitely mirroring each other. The great gathering. It's all coming together. Intuitive hits, soul tribe. We already know who our divine masculines are. We already know what this is all about. Some of the divine masculine, the reason why they're being told to let go control issues is so that way they can understand this connection as well. So yes, you got to let go and stop being deceptive because automatically your soul tribe will attract itself to you. Whether it's your divine masculines or not, I feel like a lot of divine feminists is no longer focusing on the divine masculines for the fact of it is they know there is a soulmate out here. Or if you're dealing with a karmic, you know to come out of this deceptive energy because you know that you have other people out there that's going to like you for who you are and that's going to be your soulmate, your soul tribe. Why is soulmate here? It says inner temple devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. Like I said, for some divine feminists that's dealing with a karmic partner, they are now opening their hearts to understand that this is not love. This is not what the love is supposed to be like. This is not making me grow. This is no justice in this situation. Even if you're divine feminine, you're dealing with your divine masculine, and at this time they're not completely healed, you are still being enlightened to open your heart, take a breather, relax, and allow spirit to actually take control. Because yes, you may not be growing right now with this person. Maybe you outgrown this situation now. Maybe spirit has you on another direction dealing with your mission. That's not meaning that you got to let go of your divine masculine. That just means you're going in a whole nother direction where you're supposed to be. Because your divine masculine still has a freedom of choice. Meaning he can still choose to be with his karmic partner no matter what. But you still have a life to live, divine feminines. Why is love yourself first here? We got to take a break. Like I said, some of us are very tired of the deceptive energy. We're very caring. We always give in to everybody. But we're still looking for our happily ever after. This is why Spirit is telling us to love ourselves first. It says take a break. In life, work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. Stop looking. Breathe, reflect off yourself. Do not be deceptive in this situation anymore if that's what you're guided not to do. Because the work that you put in, Spirit is automatically going to bless you, and that's going to be with that person. You got to do the work on yourself first. So if this is a part of what Spirit wants you to do, and that's let go to deceptive energy, then that's just what you got to do. Why is separation here for the divine feminines? I'm bound. This popped out for the divine masculines too. If you're divine feminine and you're dealing with something that was not satisfying, you have to release this. It says, I'm bound. Releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. You have to let this go because you're going to keep on entwining with this energy. This person that you're dealing with, that's a karmic situation, is going to keep on resurfacing. If you're divine feminine and you're being deceptive, the reason why you're going through this separation is so that way you don't lie about yourself no more. You be who you are, regardless of what. You believe in your beliefs. And you have to unbound from the things that was restricting you from the past. Why is calling your soulmate here? Calling your soulmate. Why is calling your soulmate here? This came off of the divine masculines too. The warrior woman. I feel like you're going within and you're starting to depend on yourself. Have you answered your deepest calling? You are to become that independent woman, that stronger person. The divine masculines already look at you like you're very independent. But I feel like if you're a divine feminine dealing with a karmic, you're being called by Spirit to stand up for yourself. To take new actions, not to hold on to this connection that is not no longer meant for you. Because you're praying for something and your God is trying to give you the affirmation that is for you, that is there, but you're not open up to receiving it. Why is flirt here? You got priestess again. You got high priestess, but it was in reverse. Now this one says, how are you being called to step up and lead? You're not leading by intuition, divine feminines. You're dealing with a lot of conflict. You're allowing this to block your intuition out. What are you being guided to do? There may be somebody else that you're dealing with. And the reason why, if you're being nudged to leave this situation due to the fact of the conflict is a way of giving you signs that is toxic. If you're not paying attention to that and it's constantly happening, that means you're blocking off your intuition. That means that you're staying stagnated for no goddamn reason. And I feel like, again, Spirit is telling you, open up, use your intuition. You know what you're being guided to do. You're being called to step up and lead in the situation. Arcacia, your guidance is divinely guided. Spirit is behind you 100%. Okay, so that is the collective reading for today. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe, and share. Find me on Facebook as Queen Z Spiritual Insight. Instagram is Queen Z's Readings. And you have a wonderful day, everybody.